Yeah, yeah. That nigga be crystal, babe. Yeah, hey. I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at cheese, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, that ass be poking. I'm sitting in the front cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I pass with an A, but left the wheel. So shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take your girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'm shameless, so shameless. When my dogs on the block, it was dangerous.
All right. Don't listen to this podcast today. Don't listen to this podcast today. Don't want to listen to this podcast today. It's too much shit going on. All right. It might be sad. It might make you angry. I might say wild, corny shit. I might say mad, fucked up shit. Not in a great mood. You know what I'm saying? No, the podcast ain't breaking up. Dodge is just sick. Okay, so it's just me here. And then there's me here. There's like a me here that is like, how many of y'all got voices in your head? Like the voice that says, do it. And you say, I can't do it, right? Because society says I can't do it. I'm not supposed to do it. That wouldn't be nice. What about the backlash? What are people going to think of me? Well, that guy's here. And he's saying, do it. So don't listen to this podcast today. Today, just you're going into Memorial Day weekend. You're going to have the greatest time of your life. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is just me talking to me. Let's call it Tahoe versus Tahoe. All right? So, good idea. Let's do that. Let's let Tahoe talk, and then let the other Tahoe talk. And let's figure out which one Tahoe's actually going to listen to. So my uncle died, right? My dad's brother, he died. And I found out that he got sick on Monday, and by Thursday he was gone. He just started acting erratic one day. My aunt took him to the hospital on some regular hospital shit. And Thursday they were like, hey, you got to come in. He's not doing good. And it was like sick, like, I think she said that she thought he had a UTI. They said he had a UTI. And by Thursday, he was gone. That's cool. God bless. Now, my uncle was an interesting guy. He's probably the first person that I know that I didn't know about strippers. And I think that he was on the spectrum. So that was an interesting thing because he was always in the strip club. But none of us knew, right? I would tell you what the honest truth. I was a little thief. I was a little sneak thief. So I used to go to my aunt's crib, my grandmother's crib, and I would go through their stuff because I didn't have anything else to do. There were no cousins. My dad would just bring me over there and just leave me there, and he'd just go about his business. And my aunt, God bless her, she would do what she could, but what do you do with a fucking 6-year-old? You don't have no kids. Nobody has no kids. I'm just sitting there. I'm just whatever. So I'd go through everybody's things. That's the kid I was. Keep it real. I stole from everybody. Well, I got good at it. Not only did I wind up finding my little cousin's prized comic book possession in the basement, in the cellar, right? And proceeded to steal most of it. And I'm talking about thousands of comic books. Half them shits was at my crib. And he just gave up because it was like this nigga, he would lock his door. I would pick the lock. I was picking locks like a fucking detective at 7 years old. You want to know why? Because most of me is a Pisces. And we're creative and we watch movies and we think we're fucking Superman. And we put on a fucking cape and we jump across the bed because we don't have nobody else to play with. So we do shit like that. But in my superhero days, I was also, pardon the reference, Dick Tracy, the fucking PI. And I learned how to open doors with fucking, what was it? With little picks, like little things like hairpins. And, you know, you just learn. And back then, they just had little keyholes. It wasn't these, like, master locks. It's like little keyholes in doors. So you fuck with it. We fucking click. Oh, shit, the shit open. Holy shit. And I got good at it. I got really good at it. So not only did I pilfer through my cousin's things and steal most of his things, I also stole from my grandma and my aunt. And, hey, my grandmother would be like, hey, she would just take the shit. She wouldn't care. She like, my grandma loved me so much, she just didn't care. I never saw her mad. She was only mad at, like, the people across the street. She was just, that's all. Her neighbors, you know? She didn't give a fuck. She's like, you took the candy? I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, I have more. She didn't care, right? Well, one day I'm in the basement and I see a chest, like a trunk, and it was locked. Well, I went and got my picks. And I went and I fucked with that lock on that chest because it was nothing else to do. Okay? My grandmother was upstairs watching all my children. Okay? Nobody else was home. And I fucked with that lock. And what do you know? Click! That bitch opened up. Now, I'm telling you right now, at 7, 8 years old, you know you're good at certain things. But how good are you? Like, you're good when you can open a trunk. Like, you picked a lock. It is a key that goes in this lock. And you picked it, and this shit opened up. And it had one of those locks like a buckle. You know, like when you fold it over and it goes onto the thing. So for me to pick, that should say clack and open the fuck up. And I opened it, and I looked through it. There were no comic books in there. I think I was looking for comic books because I knew my cousin was finding new ways every day to hide comic books. And I found all of these pictures. Now, I'm telling you, my uncle's on a spectrum. I mean, really on a spectrum. I mean, like, his glasses were like TV thick. Like, thick. Like, them shit's like, you know. Like, you could like, magnifying glass. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like a clear plastic bowl. Like, thick. So imagine my surprise when I opened this trunk and there's pictures of him with his lumberjack shirts. Because, you know, he shopped at fucking whatever $10 place. So he just had a bunch of lumberjack shirts. In the strip club. With strippers, with great looking women. And his big glasses. And he'd just be like hugging all of them. And they were all over him. And so it was then I realized that my uncle, as special as he was, lived a secret life of debauchery. So when he went out, he went to a strip club. That's where he was at. They all knew him. I imagined them seeing him come in. Hugh, you know, like in Cheers and Norm walked in, they all go, Norm. I imagine my uncle walking in the strip club and all the strippers going, Hugh. And he'd shell out his money and drink with them. He probably never even wanted no ass. Just wanted to be loved by beautiful women. And then, you know, just did his thing. That's what he did. I never said anything. But I looked at him very differently after that. I looked at him differently. You freaky nigga. You quiet, freaky nigga. Because, you know, he didn't say nothing to nobody. Just sit in the room. Just sit in the living room. Just sit there. You know. He never was like, yo, did you see the next game? No, he didn't sit there, just do nothing. But in my head, in his head, I imagine him fucking mad people. I'm 7 years old. I'm like, you freaky nigga. So now I made his chest part of my daily runs when I went over there. To go see what adventures this nigga had gotten into. And there were always new things. There were panties in there. There's always new things. New things. He just had things. And he kept like, a photo book of this shit. It was books. Just mad pictures. Oh God, I gotta go over there before my aunt goes and tries to clean his things and save him. And grab all his fucking freaky pictures. So my uncle died last week. And I don't speak to my family much. That's part of this, you know. I don't know which Tahoe is talking right now. Just bear with me. My aunt calls me and she's like, hey. Now my aunt, she really helped raise me, bro. Like she was a person. Like she, what my dad didn't do, she was there. She spent time. She would take me shopping with her. Guys, they drop people drop their kids off with somebody. For a lot of ladies, it's the grandma. For my dad, it was his sister. He would drop me off over there. And I like going over there. I like going to grandma's house. It was my grandmother's house. It was his grandma. Oh, yeah, it was his mom. But my grandmother passed, rather early. So, for the next 10 or so years, he would drop me off with his sister. So she calls and she's like, Hugh passed. And I was like, man, because I haven't spoken to him in forever. And then you don't think that people going to die. Like, you don't think about it. You just, one day they call and like somebody died. You're like, holy shit. I haven't spoken to that person in years. Damn. They're gone. I'm never going to speak to that person again, which is also part of it. And I got off, I asked her, you need money to help, funeral arrangements. She's telling me about the funeral arrangements. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking my dad is not, I want to say the word cerebral. Is cerebral? That's when you thinking about things. He's just not in tune enough to be like, do you need money? He's not. Yeah, you gotta, because he'll find a way to say, well, why didn't he have it or whatever? And like, yo, the nigga's dead. We're doing this right now. I need the money to help bury him. Why are we going through the particulars? This is your brother. Fine. I say I'm going to call my dad. I haven't spoken to my dad in maybe 2 years. Maybe something like that. Maybe I called once and then we had a conversation and then he got off the phone, right? So maybe last year, maybe the year before, something like that. I don't think I spoke to him since COVID started. So that's a good 3 years, right? COVID was about 2 years, and then now we're out of it for about half a year. I don't think I spoke to him, but maybe once. You listeners, y'all be knowing shit. I know last time I spoke to him, I think I said something on the show, so you would know. So I call him, and he picks up, and we talk for 3 minutes. Hey, how are you? Oh, yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I'm going through it. I don't know what I'm going to do without my brother. How are the kids? Now, that it was so interesting to me that you went right from death to how are your kids? Hey, what about me? Not saying that you're supposed to ask, because I asked you, right? But you went, it felt like a deflection. How are your kids? It's like, hey, good. One of them had surgery, replaced his whole spine. That was cool, Wonder if you ever called them. Do you ever call them? You ever call them? Because they have their own phone number. You could go right around me, just like you just did. You go around me. It's cool. And after maybe a minute of that, he said, all right, well, thanks for calling. And we got off the phone. And I sat in the car for a minute. I said, wow. I got to go to the funeral. Not only do I have to go to the funeral and see him, right? But there's nothing there. That's crazy. I'm 47. And I still wish I had a dad. That's crazy. Because no matter how many times I talk to him about it, or say something, what does he say? Well, you could always call me. Yo, my nigga, you shot me out your dick. I never seen the sperm go running back to see where it came. You're supposed to go find the sperm. Go clean it up. The sperm doesn't go hop back on the dick, make sure the dick clean. My nigga, go get your spunk. I'm your spunk. You're supposed to come find me. Am I bugging? Because I feel like these guys, fathers, often, because we have this thing with these shooters, right? All of these shooters and things. And I don't know what's going on. You know, you look at the dude with the whip, the little fucker with the whip, and his dad was just like him. Obviously, his dad was just like him. So, you know, I guess if they say the apple don't fall far from the tree when it comes to the women, then the spunk ain't that far from the penis. That make sense? The spunk ain't that far from the penis. Same thing. I say, like, am I a product of this nigga? Because now I said Trump out on his bachelor, you know, the wedding and shit. I'm like, yo, why I ain't get invited to that? That shit bothered me. That shit bothered me. I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but it shit bothered me. Because I wonder, am I a product of what I came from? I don't know how to form good relationships because I didn't have that. And so now, you know, you look at the climate of my life often is in shambles, one way or another. I'm like, am I a product of the way I grew up? Because I never was able to establish these important relationships, right? And I'm not talking about for me. Like, don't woe is me, Tahoe, please. Hey, guy, you're lovely. We all love you. Terry, please don't message me. Come on. When you have an equation and you start putting in, you know, different chemicals, these things add up to something. Like math is the only universal language. These kids are lonely. These kids are detached. These kids have fucked up parents. Something's going on in the house. Something. They're not being paid attention to. They rarely have friends, real friends. They're probably going through some type of depression, social anxiety. What I'm saying is, look at your kids. Do you want your kid to be 47 years old on the internet talking about, I wish I had a dad? Or raising other kids like that? Or running up on some kid with a whip or a bottle or a stick or, God forbid, what else he can get his hands on? Let alone picking locks and looking for porn. I mean, he wouldn't take me to play basketball. I wanted to play basketball. He would never take me. I look at the state of this world, this country, and I don't know, man. Don't listen to this podcast right now because there's a lot of things in my head. I'm just talking, right? I feel bad for them kids in that shooting. And one thing I don't understand is why would an 18-year-old go target 10-year-olds? Every kid he killed was in like the 4th grade. He shot his grandma. There was a teacher that I feel like the only reason she died was because she was protecting the children. They said that she died protecting the children. She probably had her hands around them or something of that nature. She wasn't trying to kill her. He wanted the kids. Why would an 18-year-old be mad at the kids? I think about this fucking shooting. But this is a gun state that's at war with the world, with America. That's at war with women, pro-guns. They're raising these kids with whips in their hands. So I was like, it's going back and forth. Like, God bless them kids and their families. But I seen that one of the family members, the father of one of the kids, was an act that was really like pro Kyle Rittenhouse, posting memes and, yeah, that's fucking right. You defend yourself. Yeah, you kill people. That's right. So the other Tahoe was like, see? And I was like, yeah, but that's wrong. A lot of times I think about things like that, like where I'm supposed to be thinking, how I'm supposed to be thinking. And it's fucked up because a lot of my brand is all confused. I'm just all over the fucking place. What should I say? What shouldn't I say? Yeah, but what would Tahoe say? Are they going to get mad? Are they going to get mad? It's kind of fucked up because this war that white supremacists, racists, gun lobbyists, they're not. You can't talk to them. So what do you think is gonna happen? We're gonna Martin Luther King our way through fucking down south. Through hey, come on, please stop. They're killing their own kids. Their own kids are dying. They start blaming it on mental health and say, hey. But I look at you putting your fucking. I look at you and putting your fucking. A picture of your kid on the goddamn internet with a fucking M16 in his lap. Well, mental health is that's a broad spectrum because who does the fuck that? Why are you worshiping this M16? Why do you have your child worshiping an M16? Everything okay over there? It does not seem to me like everything is okay when you do shit like that. Mental health, they say. That's a broad spectrum. Because guess what? Most people are not okay. I would like to say, I'm pretty much sure that 100% of people are not okay. 100% of people are not okay. Because it's not like you could just go to a therapist and be okay. You can't. It's a work. It's a work in progress. You're continuously going. You're always going. You're learning how to deal. You're learning how to cope. You're learning how to process. You're always dealing. And then you're always going through something. So you go to the therapist, you're like, all right, this happened this week. How do I deal with this? So 100% of people have mental health issues, as far as I'm concerned. So what the fuck is we talking about? I know I have them. Daddy issues, mommy issues, money issues, friend issues, wifey issues, baby mama issues. I got toe issues. My toes is crazy. Toes is crazy. What type of trauma I be going through on the beach? Ever seen a nigga walking around with anklets on the beach? That's crazy. He is I and I am him. You got the little fucking ankle socks on? It's like, yo, nigga, I know your feet is on fire. You ain't gonna walk in the water like that. The type of nigga to take his socks off right at the edge of the water. Like, you get on the beach and it gets wet right up to here. You take your socks off, you put them right there, you walk in, and before you get back up to everybody, you shake them off, put your shit back on so nobody else see your fucked up ass toes. That's I and I am him. God, bling. It's trauma. It's trauma. It's real trauma. There's a lot of people going through shit. What are you laughing at? I want to be confident in a lot of things that I go through. You know what I'm saying? I want to be. I want to be confident. You know? Had an argument with a friend recently. She told me that hey, I'm coming to town. Let's go out to lunch. And when she got here, she decided that something happened and she couldn't make it. And I was like, oh, you're something else. She canceling. And she got mad that I said it. And it went bad. It went really bad, very fast. The whole conversation, because she basically I hadn't spoken to her in about a month or so, and I called her the other day, and I was just like, yo, are we gonna end this friendship over this? Because I don't even know why. You unfollow me and shit. What the fuck? She's like, I just feel like your energy a lot of time is a lot. And I don't always feel like dealing with it. And I can understand that. There's a lot of, I'm a lot. I'm sure when you walked in here today, you was like, what the hell is he going through now? But I was preparing myself for what I knew was in character. Because I knew what I wanted to get out today. Shut up. She said, you expect a lot from people. You expect a lot, And that's why you're always bothered, because you're always expecting something from somebody. I said, oh. The Virgo in me said, bitch, what? The fuck are you talking about? Because Virgos, don't tell me nothing about myself. I got a million things to tell you about yourself with a forked tongue. And you take what you want from that. Said, oh, you expect things from people. And I said, that's what a relationship is. You give, you expect back in some way, shape, or form. Nobody wants to just give, and you don't expect anything back. That's the whole nature of relationships. Life is about catalysts. You add something to something, and you expect a reaction. That's what we do. Everybody. It's not just me. Well, you should learn how to just be. And whatever is, just is. And I'm like, all right, but I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Yes, I expect if I treat a person a certain way, I expect them to treat me the same way. I expect if I'm a friend to you in a certain way, I expect you to be a friend to me in a certain way. Yes, I do. And if that's in question, then I choose to say, hey, maybe we're not friends then. And she's like, well, it's not like that. Everybody's going through their own processes. And I understood that. I understand everybody's going through their own processes. I get that. But at some point, you get to a line where the lines get crossed. Your processes is too much for me. That's what you just said about me. Guess what? I don't know why we're yelling over this. This doesn't feel friendly. Oh, you feel like you can say whatever you want and it be friendly, but that I can't behave however I want, or it's not friendly. I have to do it your way. And the Virgo in me said, bitch. Kidding. I'm not kidding. Because, sometimes you just like, you ever been in the middle of a conversation and you just give up in your head? I'm sure you haven't, Carmelli. But sometimes you just be in your head like, all right. I felt that way. We got to a better place in the conversation, but at some point in the conversation, I was like, when you're having a conversation with people, and sometimes they just don't want to see your way. They want you to see their way. And it's just like, okay. All right. Cooler heads prevailed, by the end of the conversation. But at some point there, I was just like, all right. Because I am me. I am going to expect reciprocation. I am going to. That's just who I am. I am yes. You kind of work on not expecting reciprocation. I notice Melly agrees with everybody that has a problem with me. She'd be like, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that's the mental issue thing, and that is therapy. I feel like I be stressing my therapist out though. Because therapists are human. And you can't go in there like, and oh, I had another argument like every day. They're like, bruh, again? How? You know you fucked up when your therapist blocks you. Like my shit dead be going green when I text my therapist. Like, wow. What was what happened? How does that happen? It's not like I was like texting, and you just get tired. No, just one day I was like, hey, can we talk? My shit went green. I said, wow, that's crazy. No, I don't. That's it. I call straight to voicemail. So I text her. Blocked. Yeah, the old one. Nah, Cassandra, she's still around. She hits me all the time. You know, but mental health is an issue. Everything ain't all bad though. You know, I go through some ups. I go through downs. I think we all do. You know, it's just kind of hard because the downs are so down, and the downs kind of. I sometimes wonder, do the happy moments control your life as much as the downs do? Because the downs fuck up everything. You could be happy about some shit. I guess it's cool. Them downs, boy, it'd be like turbulence. It'd be thunder. It'd be rain. You're stubbing your toe. You know what I'm saying? It's just, oh, you can't fucking move. Everything you do hurts. Them downs. You know what I'm saying? Then you're trying to think, like when I was talking about Trump going away. All of my friends are posting pictures on the internet and they all fucking look amazing. They was away for a week in a fucking another country. And I'm just like, man, I must be a horrible nigga. I was like, wow. But this isn't like new. I think a lot of women with kids will understand this. It's like when you go through some shit, say you have a baby, and you stop hanging out as much as you used to. And you stop linking as much as you used to because you're tired. Or because you can't find a babysitter. Or maybe you just don't want to deal with the baby father or your husband or leaving your kid with your mom. She always has a problem with you going somewhere. So you pick and choose when, right? And then you go out, but you're tired. You start yawning. It's 8 o'clock. And so now all your friends have been hanging out all the time. All the time. And you come out every once in a while. And then you realize that you're missing people's birthdays. You had an excuse. You didn't go to an anniversary party, brunch, or whatever. You're not there when they are starting new businesses, whatever it is. You're just showing up sporadically and y'all grow apart. And then one day you turn around, it's just you and this dog. And the baby, because the baby father done left too, because you ain't lit no more. I sound like a baby mother. And you got to kind of you start hanging out with the people from your job. And shit like that. And then it just happens. And, you just grow apart from people. So, yeah, but I felt the way about that. One of my friends said recently I went to a dope ass barbecue this weekend, a pool party, rooftop party. And one of my friends knew about the situation that happened with me in the other show. He was like, yo, not for nothing, my nigga. I could see how people would be jealous of you. And I was like, what you mean? My nigga, my life is okay, but I'm 50. It's like, yeah, but you don't look 50. And you got bitches. You've always had bitches. And you always have some new event, you always have some new business, new money, new car, great job. You're popping on social media. Like, my nigga, it looks, yeah, you go viral. You're in the shade room. You're doing play parties. You're walking around like your dick's just the biggest dick in the room. You don't care about nobody. You don't bother nobody. You're not fighting with nobody. You're just, nigga, I could see how somebody would be jealous of you. And I was like, I don't know if it's jealousy. He's like, yo, sometimes you don't even know if it's jealousy. But it's hard riding in the car with the nigga that has everything. It's hard when you're next to somebody and everybody notices this nigga. And then you talk crazy to people. You talk like you don't care. You talk like you got 7 guns on you. This nigga said that. He said, nigga, you talk like you got a gun on you right now. Yo. I don't know. People are like, all right, why am I listening to this now? I don't know. Maybe the first couple minutes was to ask you how much you're paying attention to your kids. And then the next couple of minutes was how much you're paying to yourself, how much attention you're paying to yourself. And then the next couple of minutes was probably how much attention you're paying to your relationships. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's a mix of all of that. Don't get lazy about you. Don't get lazy about your life. Don't get lazy about your relationships. Because time moves forward, and what happens is, like I said, 1 + 1 = 2. So it started when you was a kid and not being paid attention to by your parents and not having that relationship. But then you don't know how to create a relationship. And next thing you know is you're mad or you're going through these things and you don't know how to process it because you've always been like that. It's hard to draw lines from one to the end when you're going through some shit. And then next thing you know, your relationships are all falling apart. But it starts at some point where you can fix it. As a parent, you can fix it. As a friend, you can fix it. You can go to therapy. Just don't stress your therapist out. Bitches will block you now, bro. I've never seen it happen before, but hey, it's the first time for everything. You think it's funny. That's not funny. It's stressful shit. There's a girl, little girl, that went to a football game with her dad, I believe. And she went to the bathroom. She's 15. She went to the bathroom. And somehow a group of kidnappers, sexual predators, something, got their hands on her, took her from a football stadium. Guess where it was at? Texas. And got her all the way to Oklahoma, where they started putting her out there for sex. She was not only in sexual ads, she was only gone a week. She's gone a week. Where she, the police that found her, so the dad went to the stadium police, they didn't help, or they was like, oh, maybe she just went home. Maybe she went home. Then go to the police. They're not doing anything. Finally, I think he contacted some sexual predator hotline or whatever, and they went into action, used facial recognition to find her, and they found her in these ads for sex. found her in a hotel tied up or whatever. In a hotel, I don't know if she tied up. She was in a hotel. I'm not sure if she's tied up. Let me see if I can find this article. Oh, we forgot to close the windows. Dallas kidnapping 15-year-old. Let's see. Nah, don't worry about it. It is what it is. These people have been listening to this shit for so long. It is what it is. The article goes, 8 people were arrested in Oklahoma City for allegedly trafficking a 15-year-old Texas girl at Dallas Mavericks game last month. Now the girl's family isn't questioning why more wasn't done to get their daughter home more quickly. The teen went to the bathroom at Dallas American Airlines Center on April 8th while attending the game with her father and never returned. She was missing for 10 days until she was located by law enforcement at extended stay hotel in Oklahoma City, roughly 200 miles away. The Oklahoma City Police Department arrested all of these people. The mother said, "My heart breaks for the unimaginable things my daughter had to endure for the 11 days she was taken. I'm so glad she is safe as we work towards her recovery." They were able to track down the teen with the help of Texas Counter-Trafficking Initiative, a nonprofit organization that was able to track down nude images of the girl on a prostitution website. Missing juveniles are treated as runaways. The Dallas Police Department never investigated the case, even though she left out of Dallas. As to why the cops did not do more to help track the student, blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm reading all of these things because I have questions. This is the other Tahoe. I never want to say things out loud because I never know when this nigga's going to say some crazy shit. How the fuck they got her from Dallas to Oklahoma? What the fuck? 8 people? Sliced them. Why are we taking them to court? Sliced them apart. 8 people? What is this world? What is this world that we live in? What is this? What is this? Are we living in the wrong, what is this? Where you actively go on a mission, on a hunt for people and their children, to sell them to other people to have sex with. There's more than just that to me. Because who the fuck buys this person? What the fuck is going on? Who is the first dude that went in there and was cool with it? No, are you okay? Yo, what the fuck? You're young. What got you? I go to the strip club and wonder, how did you get here? I be wanting to say the strippers. Is this what you really want to do? I be thinking like that. I do. I ain't gonna lie. Shame me if you want. It isn't that. I just want to know. Is there something I can do to help? You look way too good for this. That's what I be thinking. Wow. There's got to be another way. That's what I be thinking. I know. I'm toxic. But how you walk in a fucking hotel and you see this little girl in there and you're cool with that? And what? Is there a website for this? Because how did they even connect to people? And then how is this website actively running? They found bin Laden in a bunker under the sand. What the fuck? What the hell? That's what I'm thinking. How the fuck slice them apart in public? I was thinking about hanging. Yeah, you said hang them. No. You know what I was thinking about the other day? With these shootings and shit? You ever play Hangman as a kid? You can't play that shit no more. They will lock your little ass up. They will take you to the psych ward. You start drawing hang on the fucking paper. Hey, what the fuck is this? Oh, we gotta go to the office. No, this kid, look at this. Look at what you drew on the paper. This little nigga's crazy. He's like, yo, I was playing Hangman. No. They take you to psych ward. We have to get you evaluated. You can't say Hangman no more. But that shit bothers me, bro. This whole society thing. From the guns to the sex. Like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? There's people out here that are really crazy. Let me tell you, I found this shit on the internet the other day. I found this shit on the internet this morning, matter of fact. Let me see. Let me see if I can fucking find this shit. This nigger sues every job he goes to. That's his way of living. Did you see this? I'm going to play it. It's 3 minutes. But I'm going to play it. Because I need you to understand how simple-minded and crazy people are. Crazy. Listen to this shit.
Have you ever worked a 9 to 5, or will you? Yeah. Do you work a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
And
I sue every job I get. Okay. Yeah. What I do, I go on a job. I've sued Singular before, AT&T. I got $40,000 out of them in 2006, July 6, 2006, for race discrimination and sexual harassment. Quid quo pro sexual harassment. Just niggas cracking jokes on the job. Right? So what I did, I went and learned employment rights. My last 2 jobs, I got $10,000 out of that one through OSHA and got another $10,000 through OSHA. So what I do, I go find a job because I know they got niggas go be violating safety violation. So I'm going to go complain about safety violation. I know some bitch ass supervisor go get mad about me complaining and start retaliating against me. Then I'm going to make a call to OSHA and say, hey, they unsafe over here. And then I'm going to let them know, yeah, I'm the one called OSHA. And they go fuck with me. And then I'm going to make them pay me $10,000 for retaliation. I get them every time. I get them every goddamn time. I get the warehouse job. Man, I work for a gun distribution company. I got they motherfucking ass. Yeah, I'm a bad motherfucker with suing jobs.
So you go in there knowing you about to get
a job? Man, if motherfucker know I'm going to go get a job, they already know I'm the slip and fall nigga. I'm talking about I got a 100% success rate in suing every job I done work for, either through the EEOC or through OSHA. And I be trying to tell other niggas, say, homie, get in on it. They be scared. And then when I get them and they get fired, they call me back. Say, man, you think, no, nigga, I tried to tell you.
He said, and they get fired.
The employment rights,
watch
homie.
Watch this.
They say race discrimination is broad. It's so open in America, homie. But the average employee is scared to say something. Sexual harassment, it goes on all the time. Niggas in the break room talking about who they fucked over the weekend. I'm sitting over there eating. I don't want to hear that shit. Nigga, I don't care about all them hoes. And you doing this every weekend? Well, at some point, I'm going to go to the HR lady and say, Larry and Leroy talking about women they sleep with every weekend. And they need to stop it. Well, guess what? They ain't going to stop it. And after that, I done already complained about it, because you have to make a complaint and let them know that you are uncomfortable with this conversation. Say, man, I don't want to hear that, homie. They think I'm just being a bullshit-ass nigga. They don't know me. So I let them know. So on January at 12:30, lunch break, Larry and Leroy were talking about fucking shit. So I'm going to keep documentation. So when I go to HR, I'm going to let HR know. Now they going to be fucking with me. Now I'm a snitch at work. So now they going to be making my work environment a hostile working environment. By this time, I'm going to EEOC and get them. We going to go to mediation. They go ask what you want. And then that's when you tell them what you want. It's so easy to get. I ain't bullshit.
I said, this nigga, that is a horrible way to live, bro. You said that's smart? Well, Larry and Leroy ain't did nothing to nobody. They come to work. Everybody talks about this shit at work with their friends. Like, yo, yeah, I was this weekend. Oh, yeah, crazy. Man, you sure I met at the bar after we went out the other day? Yeah, tore her ass up. She was crazy. Godzilla, Throatzilla. And this nigga on the side, like, got him. This is a horrible way to live. What is wrong with people? Your bum ass ain't go get no pussy with the rest of us? Or you just being quiet about it? You know, fuck poor Larry and Leroy. Talking about they call after they get fired. You don't telling me that you got Larry and Leroy fired and they still calling you? Talking about, yo, how did you do it? Y'all two stupid motherfuckers, man. That's one thing I don't do. I don't play around at work. I do not play around at work. My friends at work, they be like, oh, you don't drink with us? You absolutely right. I need this shit. It ain't about y'all getting me fired. It's about me getting me fired. I'm a horrible person. I told you that already. I don't want to I'm gonna fucking this up. I'm not fucking this job up because I got too comfortable and next thing I know I did some wild shit to one of you niggas. Or with one of you niggas. No. I'll do my shit on my own away from work. Okay? If I'm catching a charge, it's going to be on the way from or to. But it ain't going to be while I'm there. What I'm talking about this country is crazy. You telling me that this is what be on people's mind? Am I living the wrong way? This is what was on people's minds. They actively looking to fuck with people. I'm trying to help. Why? That's the other Tahoe. Because this Tahoe is like, oh, that's not the way we're supposed to live. You know, world peace. We shall overcome. We are the world. No, we not. No, we are not. We are 1/10. The rest of these motherfuckers are rapists, gun lobbyists, racist, dickheads like this that go into the EEOC and planning it. I screenshot some shit that fucking Dodge put up today. What did she put? Her ass homesick. The issue is money and politics. They're allowing children to die because of the gun lobby. They're allowing the planet to die because of big oil. They're allowing people to go without health care and die because of the insurance lobby. And action is bought. I thought to myself, these are the people that are winning. The rest of us out here working for people. We're out here trying to live right. We're going to church every Sunday. We're tithing. Melly probably keeps a book of how much she's supposed to be tithing. One day she's going to get it. She's going to give it all back to the church. It's like, well, on Sunday the 18th, 2007, I was supposed to give you $107. I didn't have it. Here. Used to do that, right? She used to make up her tithes. I know Melly do that. Make up her tithes. Fucking pastor's like, thank you, my child. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch. The Virgo with me. Bitch, please. Fuck her. Go to another church. I'll start a new church. There's a million churches out here. Wipe the slate clean. Fuck that nigga. Seen a motherfucking pastor in some fucking piece of shit town somewhere. These motherfuckers, life is crazy. Let me see. Did you see this shit? The pastor, John Lowe II, an Indiana church pastor, told his congregation Sunday he had committed adultery about 20 years ago. That ain't it. A few moments later, a woman stepped forward from the audience and said he sexually assaulted her when she was 16 years old. Facts. The write-up from the church goes, on Sunday, May 22nd, 2022, this just happened, pastor addressed the congregation of New Life Christian Church at the conclusion of the morning worship service and confessed he had committed adultery on several occasions and over the course of time many years ago. When Pastor Lowe offered his confession, he also announced that he would be stepping down from the ministerial role and responsibilities. Fine, he was stepping down, so he was saying this shit, he was going to move on about his way, right? But first, this long-held secret first came to light when a woman in the church came forward and disclosed a relationship to various people within the church. When confronted by others, he confessed privately that the adultery did, in fact, occur. The woman in question and her family did attend together and address the congregation, indicating that improper sexual conduct first occurred when she was 16 years of age and continued into her 20s. She tearfully described living with deep shame and pain over the ensuing years. And you want to give this nigga 10% of your bread? What's up with churches and kids? I asked this question on this pad. What the fuck is be up? What is up with churches and children? What is it? I don't understand. I don't know. Sometimes I think that, like, yo, we just don't. Like, maybe we should just be segregating. But then you segregate into what? Because all these motherfuckers is crazy. All these motherfuckers is crazy. Shit don't make no damn sense. Okay, so I don't know. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Why pastors and it's the white guys, right? It's the white pastors in the white church. The black people, the black pastors, be fucking with kids. I couldn't tell you what the black pastors be doing because when I was a kid, I was fucking with the other kids. You ain't never run up to like the church study hall when mass was going on and you start doing what you're doing with the other kids in the house. Did you actually stay during the whole church, the whole service, and you just sat there? Hell no. Nigga, let me get to the bathroom. I'm out of here. Mom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Pew! Now we running around and the shit. We be up in the rafters. Nigga, we all over the place. Fuck out of here. That was the best time ever for us. But let the pastor come. I'm not. What was doing with her? The old ladies? Why I don't even understand how they get that close. How does that happen? I tell you, it'd be about them parents too. My mother wouldn't let me get that far. You know what I'm saying? And parents be trying to get rid of them kids, bro. Drop them off at church, drop them off at Sunday school, drop them off at after school. Don't be paying attention. Anything could happen. Anything could happen, bro. I remember I took my kids to after school one time. I was just looking at the way the kids were just running. I was like, nah, this is a money scheme. They don't care about these kids like that. This is a box that they just put all the kids in and they just do whatever they do and hope nobody's going to get hurt. I'm going to get my kids out of there. I left them there for like 2 months. But no, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. I immediately went to my baby mother and was like, nah, this is not it. This is not it. They not paying attention. Anything can happen. You don't know these people. They don't look like they that concerned. I see the kid slap somebody while I was there. I was only there for like 10 minutes. Somebody got slapped. You know what the ratio is? That ratio is if I'm there for 10 minutes and somebody already got slapped? Nah. This ain't it. Little kids dangerous. Little motherfuckers. See the motherfucking mother pass out? You seen the mother that did the prank? The mother did a prank, and I blame her for this. She did a prank where she passed out on the floor. Acted like she was dead. She had 2 children in the house. I think they were 4, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Babies, about this big. Both of them. There's a boy and a girl. The girl, what did she start doing? Crying. Mommy, mommy. The kid, he's pulling on her. Ma, get up. Ma, get up. He's like, no, she's going to get up. He starts jumping over her. Ma, get up, right? So what does he do? Go gets the fucking 12-pack of Doritos, the box. You rip off the sand and you can go in and get the little bags. He go get that. He starts dumping the Doritos on the mother. Then hits her with the box. Bow! Ma, get up. Little kid. Starts jumping on her back. Yeah. Little bad little motherfuckers. You gonna leave your kids with these kids? No. I still blame her though. Why would you want to play dead? What the fuck is your problem? What kind of hoax is that? What kind of hoax? Somebody said that. You see the 60-year-old with the fat ass? Oh, it's a 60-year-old. Fat ass. She turned around. She grabbed her shit for the fucking camera. She grabbed her shit. Said, yeah, my shit fat. And somebody said, there are no elders no more. They out here in the yard with us. And I like this shit because I'm 50. I'm out here with y'all. But I'm just like, damn, what happened to adults? They have podcasts and shit. Damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's a war between men and women too. It's between everybody. It's between white people, black people. Even the church get their licks in. But the war is between white men and women. The war is between men and women. I seen this what is this? Do you see the guys with the suits walking through the streets? Just a bunch of guys walking in the streets. I wanted to talk about this last week. These guys are, they must be, there's some type of black men's suit line or suit warehouse. And they all walking through the streets. They come in, they all got nice ass suits on, and they walk through the streets looking nice in their suits. Well, goddamn it, the internet ain't like it. As nice as they looked, they ain't like it. Fuck these niggas. Why are they walking in their suits? Why don't they do anything productive? What is this? Y'all are just showing off your suits. It's not doing anything for the community. Oh yeah, it's a whole lot of that. It's a whole lot of that. I said, damn. They said, look, one of them said this. I would say that black women should start wearing bodycon dresses and fascinators and storm the urban streets for the bad Bitcherton experience. But we'd find a way to feed the homeless or donate a backpack along the way and ruin it since we always do community service. Because the niggas can't just get dressed up. They can't just look nice. They can't say, hey, this is what we want to do. We have to have some ulterior motive for the community, right? But in my mind, I'm like, these kids, they had their kids with them. Not alone the fact is these guys look really nice, a bunch of them. But they said it's performative. This is performative. Even though the kids, for these black kids that might never go to a cotillion, they might never experience anything on that level without these type of things because they come from low income places, whatever. I would think that, you are doing something for community. You're showing kids some type of different image of themselves or whatever. Like, I didn't understand what the problem was. I'm sure if Dodge was here, she'd be like, I know what the problem is. You niggas. My thing is, why can't we just do things? Why does it always have to be a thing? Because you have these 100 black men. My thing was, this is my thing. And I might be wrong. I don't know. But my thing is, you got these 100 black men, 200 black men, they all dressed up in suits. A lot of them look really nice. But there were no names. You didn't know where they came from. You don't know if these guys are business owners, community leaders, sports, teachers, coaches. You don't know who these men are, what they're actively doing for the community. You don't know. So why is there a problem? Why do they have to wear like name tags of what they do? Why do they have to sweep the streets as they're walking? For you to just say, hey, black men actually doing something positive is cool. Without it having to be like a super purpose. Well, somebody else said, exactly. All black men do is work to combat stereotypes and improve their image, but they never do things to actually improve our communities and wonder why people get frustrated. Well, I got exhausted because there were a lot of people with a lot of points. My thing is, why y'all care so much? If you didn't like it, just keep going. And it's always you cartoon Abby bitches. What are y'all doing? Is this your community service, talking down on black men? And talking down on people actually doing something other than tweeting all day? That's what y'all do. I don't know what else you do. You tweet, you talk shit about people. You talk shit, black men. Us black women, we would do this. Us black women, we would do this. Well, the other black woman I was just talking about just played dead on the floor in front of her fucking 2 kids in diapers. I'm not gonna label all black women because of that. What's wrong with y'all? What is wrong? They're still stomping on Kevin Samuel's grave. Oh yeah. Pfft. Let me see. I had a video of him in here too. You know, I keep a little video now and then. They still stomping on his grave. Hold on. Kevin Samuels said that women. This is some shit that I don't know when it came out. He said that women create the same men they complain about. I said, I watched some of his content because Dodge was doing all the talking and stuff about him. Because I kind of was like, I just don't feel like at that age, why you needed to talk like that. You could be a little bit more, had a little bit more swag with your shit. You know, you dress all nice and all that, but you're calling bitches dumb hoes and, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. In any case, this is one of his videos.
You guys are the leaders. You guys are the ones that...
Where's your husband?
Oops, I fucked that up.
I don't have one.
Then who's leading you?
I'm leading myself right now.
Then, okay, listen. If we're the leaders, tell me the man in your life that you're following.
I'm following myself.
Exactly. Like most women today, no one's leading and you say we're the leaders. So you think a woman who's not under the leadership of any man is capable and qualified of leading a boy into masculine manhood?
I absolutely think it's a hard job. Absolutely.
No, I asked you, is it okay? And the reason so many of our boys are so soft today is because so many women are like yourself, not under anyone's leadership. Why didn't you marry his father?
But do you think that was
Why didn't you marry his
decision?
father? Yes, it's your problem. Yep, it's your problem.
No,
Why
it's
didn't you marry
my
his father?
problem.
Why didn't you marry his father?
Okay, I'm going to be honest. That was my decision. I was younger at that time, and that's still not...
Why didn't you marry his father?
I didn't want him.
But you had a baby with him. You didn't marry a father. You had a baby before you had a wedding. Then he wanted to marry you. You didn't want to marry him. And then you're trying to raise a boy. And then you're going to question why men are what they are. Because women like you make the very men you complain about.
Absolutely.
So don't ask me about why men aren't holding men accountable when this all starts with women like you.
I absolutely agree with that.
But your question came in, ma'am, asking why don't men do something? And men can't do anything with unruly women.
I don't feel like I'm unruly, though. I
Ma'am,
feel like
you're not under anybody's leadership. You're not
because
married.
of my decision, though? Is that my decision?
I asked you why you did not marry his father. You said you did not want to. That's your decision. But you decided to do something and bring a boy child into this world, and he's not under a male leadership, you're not under any leadership, and you are going to likely create the same thing you were going to complain about at the beginning. That's the problem. This is a cycle. Over and over again. How do you fix it?
Oh, if that was Dodge would have been like, bitch. I don't know if unruly women. That's a wild bar. That's a wild bar. Are women supposed to have leadership? Is it leadership y'all looking for? I thought y'all looking for companionship. Maybe I'm doing this whole shit wrong. Hey, bitch, why you ain't home? You get your ass in the house. Did you cook? All right, no TV for you. No TV for you. You didn't cook. Yeah, yeah. Huh? You got to get married. I mean, I believe in that kind of. But I also think that it's a two-way street. No, I think it's a two-way street. I don't think that men are, me personally, I think that men should be as concerned with their sperm as women should be concerned with their egg. And nobody's teaching that. You know? We're saying use a condom so you don't get her pregnant, but you're not explaining why and how that affects your life as a man. You're not explaining what that does to the child. You're not explaining nothing like that. It's literally all so that you don't have a kid, but these kids don't know no better. They're not, you know what I'm saying? They're not, I mean, these guys, they're not being taught to respect themselves. And a lot of problem, especially in our community, is men don't have respect for themselves. I don't know if we're not taught that, but I think living in low income situations where the world tells you you ain't shit, where the women are telling you ain't shit, like where are you supposed to get the respect for yourself? Especially when they're telling you that you're only really valued if you have money, if you have things already. You know what I'm saying? You're not, even if you're not listening to Twitter, they're showing it. You see that all the guys with things are the ones that get the love, get the women, they have these things. So if you don't have that, then you don't feel as worth. You don't feel as valuable. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I see it. Why do you record landscape wise?
Oh, I keep forgetting.
No, it's fine. I was just wondering. Teaching, each one teach one. I don't know if I like Kevin Samuels. I think that he has archaic views that are rooted in truth, but I think that it isn't for today. It isn't pro women. I think it's a he has community thinking. I think that there's a community thought process when it comes to him, but I just don't. That's not how I think. I don't want my woman to feel like she needs a leader in that sense. I love the fact that she would allow me to lead, but there are times when I need. She's better at things than I am. Believe it or not. She's better at a lot of things than I am. It's very often that she says something and I contest her on it and I'm wrong. And I hate that because I do think I know everything. So it's bothersome when she says something because I think I got it and I'm all these years older, right? And I got to come back and look in the face and she's like, But that's what a partner is. And a real partner, a real man knows how to listen. You know how to pay attention to your team. You allow your team to be a team. Of course, you do have a captain. That's what a leader does, right? But there's a team captain. There's a coach. I don't know. I'm really not a fan of Kevin Samuels, his ways, his thought processes. I think that they are, unruly. Like, why'd you have to say that? Unruly women? But she was talking very nicely. You didn't talk to her like that because it is the message, but it's also the way you say it. Oh, please don't look at me like that. Oh, you make me sick. You make me sick. I always say, all right, fine, whatever. Carmeli just compared me to the Kevin Samuels on the low. You make me sick. I'm recording this podcast by myself. I often have to stop and think because you record with 2 or 3 people. You're able to, they interject. You get ideas from them. You come back. You say something. You just sitting here by yourself talking. It's like, oh fuck. What else am I going to talk about? But this war between women and men is ridiculous. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. That's why I said that Kendrick Lamar song. I thought that that's what it was about. The arguing back and forth. It's like, that wasn't about our relationship. That was about black women and black men. It might be men and women, but I don't care about the rest of them. I am living, it might be Spanish. They may do the same. I don't see that because I'm not around them. I don't know. But I do see it on the internet. Black Twitter. It's that constant, fuck you, you're wearing suits, oh, fuck you, you're playing dead around your kids, fuck you. That's what the life is. That's what it is. Everybody's saying fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And there's no, how do you, like, a rose grow out of concrete is a good quote, but it's very rare. That's why it's called concrete. That's why it's rare. So if you know that you're putting this hard surface around all our relationships, how is the rose really going to grow? You're not going to get a garden. Most of them are going to die. And you're going to get one every once in a while that's successful, which makes the picture, the rose that grew out of concrete. But the rest of us are fucked under this hard ass surface, hard ass emotions, hard ass pride, that the way we are towards each other, the attitudes, all that, we're fucked. See this other guy on the internet. You know me, I'm on there. I'm paying attention. Man's in the group chat said that his uncompromising relationship requirements, that these are his uncompromising relationship requirements. A, not a whore. That's number one. Not a whore. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, brother. What is your definition of a whore? Because these bitches is fucking. Okay? It takes a lot of fucking to live through this life. Get through shit. What the fuck you think people out here doing? You don't like them playing with toys. So what the fuck they supposed to be doing? Huh? Yeah, they're supposed to be reading. Carmeli said reading. What are these women supposed to be doing in order to be ready for you, big guy? They fucking, bro. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if they haven't been in a relationship, they are good looking, decent looking. Hold on. He also put on there, not bisexual, never been with a woman. Okay. Not mad at that. I think it's rather stupid. Why? What are you worried about? If she fucking her friends? When they go on a girls trip, you worried about them eating coochie? I want my woman to be bisexual. I was so happy I found her. I want to watch. I like seeing a lot of bitches. Sex is dope. I'm in the other room like, I'm all across the room, sitting beating my silly self to death, ain't I? In it, what they say in Top Boy. I'm just like, woman of God, dash Christ. So she has to be Christian. Can't be like Muslim or something. I said, this nigga don't want no good pussy. That's what I thought when I seen it. He don't want no good pussy. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? He don't want no, come on. No kids, not fat, pretty. So what do you think she been doing her whole life? Waiting for you? Huh? What is a whore? Does anybody know what a whore is? What's a whore? We're going to go to, please. Urban Dictionary whore. Or Merriam-Webster, whatever you're going to do. What's a whore? Because to me, a whore is a person that sells pussy. But somebody told me that all men buy pussy at some point in their life. Throughout their life, you buying pussy. So that means all women must sell pussy. In one way or another. That's what they said. All men in one way or another pay for pussy. They pay for it. So I said, so that means, in other words, all women in one way or another sell pussy. Go ahead. What's a whore? You have an answer? A prostitute. Person that sells pussy. All women. According to the internet. So they saying that men, because you pay for dinner, because you pay for this, you take them on trips, you have to pay the bills, you have to assume this financial responsibility over your house, or you aren't respected. In that way, or shape, or form, you're actually paying for the pussy. That's what they're saying. Even on a courting process. Even in a courting way, you're paying. You're showing that you care. You're showing your dollars, whatever. And that's how, it's part of the process of you actually getting the woman. And so I said, okay, well, if that's the case, then you're being bought. The pussy's being bought. Well, you're just not you're not good at selling pussy. You haven't had sex in 2 years. Maybe you need to sell a little bit. You've been celibate. You need to celibate. Yeah, see what I did there? Sell a little bit. Sell a little piece. Go out on dinners, dates. Sell a little bit. See what it's worth. See what it's hitting for. The rest of the list goes at least half black. You a sellout. Well, if you care that much, then I'm calling him a sellout. Yeah, at least half. Like, what is that? Yeah, what is that? That's selling out. If you're gonna be so pro-black, what is half? Like, at least half. Oh, get out of here. Not a club hopper. Not mad at that. Because that means you ain't too young. Even the older ones at the club hopping, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? Get your ass home. I'm the leader. Get your ass home. No tattoos, doesn't smoke, under 30. Not a club hopper under 30. Damn. Who is this person this nigga's looking for? Nuns, I've watched a lot of porn. Nuns don't have great pussy. Well, I've seen one that actually did in porn. I'm just like, yo, my bro, why are y'all worried so much? Why are y'all worried so much? Yeah. Under 30, doesn't smoke, I get. I'm not, you don't want your house smelling like cigarettes and shit. Anytime I think of a chick having like cigarette breath, I don't get turned on by that. It's just like, what is this? I don't want cigarette breath on my dick. I don't want cigarette pussy. I always think of the pussy going, coughing up you know what I'm saying? I always think about that. I always think about the pussy just. I'm just not into it. Weed, I don't mind if you're not a head. Like a weed head. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like seeing women always laid out high. I can't lead this. This lazy bitch. You're lazy. You sleep all the time. I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? You sleep a lot, ma. I was smoking. Again? You go do something. I'm trying to lead. Get up. Go do something with yourself. I'm trying to lead. Yeah. How you gonna follow me if you half high all the fucking time? Eyes red, squinting, all the time? Nah, I'm not into it. I'm just me personally. I'm not into it. Hygienic, I have no problem with that. Pretty, not fat. Now, that's another thing. This fat thing we got going on. I don't mind you not wanting a woman that's fat. Right? There's health issues with that. Maybe you might not just not like it. You might not be your body type. But they could cook their ass off. You ever seen a fat person that couldn't cook? You seen Steele in New Jack City in Juice? See, Steele was a fat nigga that couldn't cook. That nigga put beer, eggs, and hot sauce in a pan. I said, this is the first fat nigga I've ever seen that can't cook. It's a fat first person. I've never seen no shit like this before. He put beer in it. I said, wow, they going against the Sigma with this shit. Because every other fat person in my life I seen cook their ass off and will cook their ass off. And the head. The head. You ever been in the mouth of somebody that has more enzymes than everybody else? What? Is that wrong? You're not supposed to say that? Let's just say that's the other Tahoe. Son, a person that likes to eat, that eats that much, they salivate way more than everybody else. I never had a dry mouth fat chick. Never. I seen a camel the other day. See a picture of a camel and its tongue came out. I was like, that's fat chick mouth. That shit crazy. What? That's the other Tahoe. Don't judge me. You can't judge me. It's the other guy. They be having some tongue on them. Just the mouth is just ready. The mouth is just incredible. You could get over walking down a block with a person that you don't physically like, whatever, for whatever reason. Your life might not be that bad. I'm just saying, give it a shot. That's me. All right. I know Melly's like, can you wrap this up? We have to get ready. Well, not in the best mood this week, I know. I'm trying to snap out of it. Gotta go. I have to carry my uncle in 2 days to his final resting place. That's cool. Get to be a pallbearer. Oh shit, I didn't get my suit cleaned. Well, it's my dad's brother anyway. Probably shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's fine. He's not gonna listen. Yeah, I don't know which Tahoe that was, but at this point, everything's all mixed up. I liked the tweet. The guy said yes. Let me see what this says. Stop the fucking bus. Men can smell when we're horny. And the guy answers, yes, my woman has a sweet and sour twang naturally, and it begins pulsating when she's in the mood. Sometimes I just walk in the house and sniff. I don't know, but some people need to be evaluated. Some people really need to be evaluated, and there are signs of mental instability, like this one.
You should never leave your man without busting a nut.
Turn your mic up a little bit.
Before he walks out that fucking door, okay? Like, whether it's head, whether it's sex, when he walks out that door in the morning, he needs to be empty. He ain't thinking about nobody else, nothing else. Rick come fucking bitching at him at work. Nigga, please, my dick got sucked this morning. I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? My bitch got me. You know what I'm saying? That way, when you come home and I'm just chilling, you appreciate what I did for you in the morning time. You should never leave.
You agree, Carmelli? Every day you sucking dick. Give him some pussy. Every day. Fuck that. You gonna make sure that his balls is drained every day. That's what you're saying. You just said that. You said every time you leave the house, his balls should be drained. That's what you said. Not every single time now. So what about the days that you don't? Then he can go cheat. You have a reason to, because his balls, you didn't fill my. I didn't let my balls loose. I think that's the silliest thing in the world. First of all, I can fuck about 3 bitches in a day, especially as a young man. A young man? I fuck 3 chicks in a day. So you trying to tell me that after the first one, you think I'm all right? And I go back outside, it's hot, it's summertime, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's another one coming down the block. And I've been trying to get shorty. Sometimes I never even wash my nuts. Sometimes when I'm getting head, I'm sitting there like, yo, she's actually cleaning off the pussy I got this morning. You ever think about that? Am I? I'm flexing? Sometimes I'm looking like, yo, she can't taste it? That's crazy. Am I disgusting? That's disgusting. I'm just letting you know. Things happen. Things have happened in life, especially as a young boy. That's not crazy. That's not crazy. It's just not clean. It's disrespectful. It's dirty. It's shit. No, I was young. Stupid. Dumb. I didn't have a dad. I have an excuse. I have a reason. All right.
Your man.
Shut up, stupid. I wouldn't tell a woman, if a nigga gonna cheat, he gonna cheat. Period. It don't matter. It don't matter where you keep him, what you've done for him. If a nigga gonna cheat, if he's gonna cheat, he had one nut, he got half a penis. A nigga with a half a penis is still trying to get that nut sucked. He will. And he'll do whatever he can. He'll pay for it. See my Uncle Hugh. Hugh! I'm going to carry Hugh to his resting place in 2 days. I just wanted to record something for y'all. Might not even throw no ads on this shit. Might just let it go. I know Trom and Dodge gonna listen to this episode and be like, oh my God, never again. Good. They should have never left us here. They should have never left me here. No, Friday she can't record either. And then Monday's Memorial Day. I'm working Pineapple Express. So who knows when we're gonna get another episode. That's why I was like, nah, let me do something. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing a panel with I'm hosting a panel with Situationship Page on Sunday. I'm doing the Kokomo Street Fest down in Williamsburg on Monday for Memorial Day. Go to Kokomo, Kokomo restaurant. I think Kokomo something. It's something. Kokomo, what is it? It's Kokomo NYC. That's their page on Instagram. And you'll be able to see where I'm at doing Pineapple Express this Monday. Yeah, doing a lot. So I don't know when we're going to be able to record again. I know Tron's going to be like, bro, why'd you? Man, shut up. Go somewhere with your fucking friends. Please. The Virgo says, what did the Virgo in me say? So shameless.
Yeah, yeah, that nigga be Christmas. Yeah, hey, I'm shameless, so shameless. With my dogs on the block, it was dangerous. Take a girl out to eat and she's paying. I'm shameless, so shameless. I'ma go hit Tahoe up. Come bring the Tahoe truck, body bags on body bags. Come pick this garbage up. DJ mixing in the booth, he leave him traumatized up. I ain't got no time to waste. Let's get these commas up. I'm sitting in class, I can't even focus. Looking at teach, hoping that she don't notice. Titty sit right, got ass be poking. Sitting in the front, cause I gotta be the closest. I'm just waiting for the bell, let everybody leave. I passed with an A, but left her with a D.